my friends at the court, the President, Alexis Moret, always great to be together. Though you almost did fall out of the bus this morning, I must say, Alexis, but I promise not to push. And Alex Fessus, where is Alex Fessus? Who actually has one of the best photographs in the catalogue today. Go, Alex. It's great to be here. And so it's great to be here celebrating the ICC Centennial. I have the pleasure this evening of giving a keynote address, and I wanted to talk tonight about some of the points the chairman made, particularly about our declaration for the future of the ICC in the next 100 years. But I thought I'd take the opportunity this morning to point out a couple of things that I have on my to-do list. The first is that I am determined to bring the voice of African business into the global business conversation. Earlier this year, and it's about time too, is what I would say. Earlier this year, I was at the Business 20 in Tokyo. And late last year, I was part of the Business 20 in Argentina. This is an important gathering of business people, and we make recommendations to the group of 20 leaders, so the G20. But let me tell you this, my friends. There was only one African business person at the B20, both in Tokyo and in Buenos Aires. That is just not good enough. My determination as the leader of the voice of world business is to make certain that the important voice of African business is not only heard, it's listened to and is integrated and helps lead the business community on a global basis. It is about time. And as the chairman said, it is about time because the opportunity for Africa in the 21st century is well known to all of us. So one of my commitments as the leader of the ICC in this 21st century is to ensure during the course of the next 12 months, during the course of our centennial, that we pull together, building on the extraordinary work of ICC Nigeria and ICCs in the rest of the African continent, the most powerful network of African business people, and take that business voice into the global conversation. We are, and you must be, sick and tired of being told what to think, of being told what to do, of being told how to actually integrate. We think it's critical that we now recognize that innovation is sourced from Africa. New opportunities will come from Africa, and the voice of African business leaders must be heard and actually help shape what will happen rather than be told what to do. So that is one of our commitments at the ICC for this year. Part of our commitments is also to launch 5 campaigns, which are organizing principles for ICC, and we'll talk about one in the next panel, which is our commitment to stop the rise in global inequality. As I said, I have the opportunity to speak this evening, and I want to talk to you a little bit at that time about the 5 key programs we have, but also about our commitments. But I also want to take this opportunity to celebrate.
We have much to be proud of. Over the course of the past 100 years of ICC existence, the vision of our founders to promote peace and prosperity through world trade has proven to be hugely successful indeed. The global market economy has witnessed phenomenal growth among many developing economies, and today we can say that all the high-growth developing nations have been those ones that have embraced global market economy. The inaugural edition of this conference in 2016 was focused on arbitration and Africa, prospects and challenges, which attracted over 600 delegates, if you remember. The second edition in 2017 was centered on the theme arbitration as a catalyst for economic growth, while the third edition in 2018 discussed at length the topic viability of international arbitration in Africa, thinking globally, acting locally. It is therefore apt, ladies and gentlemen, that this year's conference is focused on Africa, open for business. This year's conference was preceded by ICC Advanced Training yesterday, designed to address current development in the conduct of proceedings at international arbitration, and a valuable capacity building initiative as we continue to encourage Africans to be global practitioners. As Africa's importance as a foreign investment destination grows unabated and intra-African commerce continues to expand in value and in breadth, international arbitration has emerged as the most important method by which effective resolution of commercial disputes will be taken. And ICC believes that professional arbitrators in Africa should be well trained and ready for this huge opportunity. Africa's growth is driven by various factors, including improved demographics, supplying Africa with a younger and better educated workforce, improved physical and digital infrastructure, a growing consumer middle class, and most importantly, increased foreign direct investment. The next global agenda for development is to move towards broader political and economic partnership with African countries based on common interests, cooperation, trade and investment, with clear commitment to the sustainable development goals, rather than the old mindset of dependency on aid from donor countries. The increase in investment and trade in Africa is not confined to the traditional oil and gas and natural resources, but across the banking, real estate, infrastructure, telecommunication, and consumer goods sector of the economy. Nigeria, for instance, has the largest telecommunication market in Africa and the Middle East, with over 150 million active mobile users and more than 60% connected to the internet. This market, by the estimation of the Nigerian government, believed to have the potential of creating over 3 million jobs. I am particularly pleased with the increasing number of delegates from African nations to this conference. I'm confident that this disposition will help fulfill the vision of expanding the presence of ICC in many nations in Africa, and also to provide opportunity to impart the relevant skills needed to make Africa a destination of choice for international arbitration. The role of government in providing the legal and regulatory framework to aid the ease of doing business is paramount to the success of international arbitration. It will be great to evaluate the steps taken so far by our government in its effort to attract foreign investment in the country.